estábamos en esto. Esta era la mansión, ¿no? Acá hay una misión.
I'm on it.
The cellar. Stay on guard. We've got a body. Research notes. This man wanted Lord Gaspin's treasure to impress Elgadon.
He's been studying the Anderfels for quite a while.
Venatori wanted treasure but found a sealed demon.
I wonder how long it's been here.
Let's look around.
You bet!
This writing is old. If it was Lord Gaspin, whatever he thought was back here, it wasn't enough. He found a demon, or became the one we met. If the demon was the curse, at least we've kept it away from Lavendel. Once we're done, we can let Bastion know.
Pero esta zona igual creo que no la exploré todo, ¿eh? Y esto sí lo había visto. La parte de afuera creo que sí lo había visto. Este sí ves. Yo creo que va a ser esas van a ser las definitivas de Tash. Tanto esta como esta. Este lo mejoramos. Bueno, y acá abajo hay más zona todavía. No me dejó, a ver. Ah, puedo tirar acá.
Got it.
Bueno, encontramos un Evanuris. Volvemos a hacer viaje rápido porque ya toda esta zona ya.
Rook! Always good to see people return. Means they're still alive.
We went up to Gaspin Manor.
You did? And the curse? Was it... Did the blight wake it?
Less the blight, more like some Venatori. There was a demon haunting the manor. We stopped it.
Huh. Well, we all knew something wasn't right. And thank you. That's one less evil to worry about.
Need a drink? For who doesn't?
Bueno, esta zona he liquidado lo que por ahora, ¿no? Todo lo que hay. Acá había una misión que había que ir a varios lados. Bueno, pero secundarias no hay. O sea, nuevas. Vamos a hacer esa, a ver. Bueno, tenemos... Vamos a hacer la de los compañeros primero.
May light and calm guard the bonds of this place.
I'd be happy to assist on the next journey. Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
No one's going to seize the day for you.
Just so. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So, what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon. Surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So, the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants?
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Bet you'd love some of the books the Shadow Dragons liberated from a few magisters.
This way, Rook.
You're right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here anyway?
Excellent question. We rarely should take a new census.
Examining the graves?
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
Shadow Dragons are used to weird architecture. More skulls here, though.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me. Ah, look here.
This one's all yours, Emmerich.
Certainly. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started training here?
After I was orphaned.
Oh,
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
they thought the necropolis was the best place for an orphan.
Better to learn death dwells all about us than be deaf when it calls. Yet, I was terrified of everything when I arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers.
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites, I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before. We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body.
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good Watcher, faith kept in all our paths.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
No me importa.
It's part of life.
I wish I'd had your equanimity when I was younger. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
That sounds great. Thanks.
Would you mind letting Manfred pour? He does so love seeing the steam rise from the cups.
Pasamos de nivel. A ver. Acá tiene, a ver. Sí, por lo que tengo entendido, no sé para qué le puse un punto acá. Y después le puse un punto ahí y después sigue. Ah, este punto no tengo. Este también. Ahora vamos a sacar este. Voy a poner este de acá. No sé por qué no lo puse este. 5. Este era el 6. O sea, era 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Después 6. Y después se va para acá. Bueno, después la próxima le pongo acá. Y después se va para acá arriba. Con esto, a ver. Bueno, este no lo vamos a usar mucho. Pero usa esto porque se va para acá. Y termina acá, termina acá la build. Creo que ya tengo todo esto. Toda esta parte. Esta parte ya está también. Sí. Ah, no. Y se va para arriba y después termina. No, y después termina acá. Un poco acá. Bueno, ahora estamos en una nueva zona. Que era la puerta esa que habíamos visto. Acá. Ya estamos adentro. Acá hay un par de cosas para hacer. Por eso también. Igual. Yo siempre dije que priorizo las misiones de los compañeros porque así vamos avanzando y no me pierdo nada, ¿no? Acá hay un par de cosas. Esto creo que... hay algunos recursos ahí. Por ahí, algunas cosas escondidas por acá. Pero... creo que esto no es importante leer. Las tumbas y eso. Bueno, hay algo raro, después lo voy a ver. Hay un... para teletransportarse acá. La armadura para Taz. Bueno, ahí ya estuve. Hay una zona, acá atrás hay una zona.
I wonder what this is about. Ah, there's writing on these bells.
Bueno, acá hay que hacer la... hay que seguir las volutas, ¿no? Ahí está.
That opened up something.
Son 5, ¿no? Son 5 campanas y ahora la puerta esa de ahí. Ahí hay una nueva, allá hay una nueva zona. Y acá hay otro puzzle también que yo lo descubrí tarde. Y me olvidé de buscar lo de los huesos. Lo de los... a ver si se puede hacer algo. Pero quizás no sé, porque yo igual ya esta zona la conseguí al 100%. Sin hacer eso hay unos cuerpos que están en unas tumbas. Que hizo un comentario que ahora no sé qué.
I'm on it. is this bottle so light? Did something just move inside?
Eso no me acuerdo qué era. Eso que toqué ahí.
I don't think we can do that right now.
Esto es, estos cuerpos. Ah, ya. Acá hay algo, pero ahora no hay nada. Quizá después aparece después, por eso no lo había visto yo. Acá después aparece como una puerta y hay que hacer un puzzle que es fácil, ¿vale? Que hay que encontrar dos cosas. Ah, esta zona también se viene pacífica, entonces.
Sorry, but we can't do that right now.
Ah, esta zona veníamos acá, está bien. Ah, y esta puerta, claro, estaba cerrada, está bien, es la nueva zona. Nosotros antes nos íbamos para allá. Y allá la puerta de allá está abierta. Yo agarré todo acá, a ver. Sí, creo que acá también agarré todo. Sí, ahí había entrado. Sí, esto también. Nos faltan un par de cosas, pero bueno, hay que destrabar acá. Porque hay que hacer las misiones, la de... que tengo que ir a... Creo que hay que ir a matar un demonio, uno en cada zona. El de acá ya lo hicimos. Pero bueno, antes vamos a hacer la misión de Taz. Voy a hacer esto, después vuelvo al faro y después seguimos con la misión de la de la necrópolis. A ver si tengo algo para venderle.
Nothing but top shelf stuff over here. For gold and glory. Ready to level up your... Have a good fight.
Y esto... Ah, ya lo encanté, perfecto.
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
That's not a Hivernal. You saw a Calton's on. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
I'm gonna have to side with the Lords of Fortune's resident dragon expert.
You sure you're not just scared, Tosh?
Fight it if you want. Tell us where to send your stuff after it kills you.
Oh, sorry, Cutter. Tarsh gets final say. We leave the Carltons on alone.
You think I can't fight a dragon just because I don't breathe fire?
You can't fight a dragon because you don't know what you're doing.
Fine. You're the expert.
I guess he couldn't handle the heat.
Not like you can, huh?
Oh, it doesn't bother me.
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tarsh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Treviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Well, that's glory.
It's fire breather. They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, has Tarsh told you about fighting a Gamadon Stormrider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch him.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
Bueno, vamos al faro. Neff y Emrich.
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmerich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
What's the Grand Necropolis like?
Its majesty has stilled the tongues of kings and queens. It's a haven for spirits and the dead, a vast well of history, the duty and shelter of every Watcher. We who serve it are pledged to an eternal vigil.
What do Watchers, watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade, Rook. The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
So, I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mornwatch?
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Very fancy.
We've certain privileges and attendant responsibilities.
What's the Mornwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
You can get anything out of the dead, and they just let you leave Navarra.
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go, I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
If you need me to keep an eye out, just ask.
It's a perfectly safe ceremony by the graves.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see. Until later.
Esto creo que le falta, ¿no?
Offer, dweller. I will answer.
You seem at home here. Or is it a front? You know something I don't? So much for a straight answer.
Nev, you don't strike me as an animal person. Besides cats, maybe.
Oh, I'm not. Back home, you find a creature bigger than a cat, and it's probably half demonic. Damned if a third of the cats aren't either.
I met a possessed cat once. Not the worst demon I've run into, but...
He can still shake up your day.
pretty much. And the claws. Sounds much friendlier. And makes fewer bargains.
Of all the nonsense we've run into, you're what's strange.
Hassan? Really?
There's been a god or two I didn't expect. But bad mages trying to make the world worse, that's not new. I had an uncle who went on about wardens and griffins. Loved the feathered things. They were always the heroes. If we're getting bedtime stories turned real, having griffins in the world again, it's not the one I'd have bet on.
Were you close with your uncle?
I didn't see him much, but yeah, we were. There aren't a lot of mages in my family, and in a city like Menrathis, it always matters. I learned quick who wanted to use me to step up the social ladder. My uncle wasn't one of them. He'd have talked your ear right off, Hassan.
When you talk about Hassan like that, he's pretty amazing.
Then we better keep you safe. Sing your praises and you still want something? I'll find you a treat if you don't tell Davrin. Have we got a deal?
She doesn't sing praises for just anyone. Yes, you're very inspiring.
Listen up. If Davrin finds crumbs, Rook takes the fall.
Oh, I see how it is.
Vamos a poner este. Bueno, dos conversaciones. No hubo nuevas misiones. Esta es la que tenía que hacer. Ah, y esta es otra encima. Uy. Bueno. Y si me voy a Ciudad Portuaria ahora, tenemos... ya podemos agarrar todo lo que me faltaba, ¿no? Que la tenemos a Taz. Y lo del candelabro. No sé dónde me quedo. Tendría que buscar la misión a ver en qué parte... ¿Cuál es el que me falta? ¿No? A ver, a esta le vendemos. Le vendemos un par de cosas.
Keep safe out there.
Bueno, esta es de principal. Ah, y acá hay un Fenarel, pero me parece que ya lo agarré, sí. Podemos agarrar este, ¿por qué no lo podía agarrar? Creo que necesitamos a Taz también. Ya podremos agarrar esto. Este de acá. Y el demonio está acá. Bueno, vamos acá a ver. Esto creo que son los mismos siempre, no sé.
Fresh fruit, good cuts of meat.
Allá ya había ido, sí. No, vamos por acá entonces. Por acá. Bueno, está bloqueado, ¿ves? Eso ya lo podemos agarrar. Entonces vamos acá y pasamos para acá.
As you found their names, I felt them whisper through the fade. My own name changed. I am now Eulogy. I will remember them, a light glowing in memory.
Bueno, esto es una charla que no aporta, simplemente de una misión. Pasamos acá. Ahora yo creo que acá sí podemos pasar al otro lado.
Obey and destroy! The gods great!
Sí. Llegamos, pero no es por acá. Ah, acá podemos bajar.
Watch yourself. Trouble coming.
Venatori! Annihilate!
Okay.
Sure, here we go.
Bueno, acá ya tenemos libre. Bien, esto está... Ah, era el cofre ese, estaba acá abajo también. Bueno, esto está... Este ya lo podemos agarrar también. Vamos a marcarlo así, voy más rápido. Acá.
Yep.
Ah, vamos al... Acá, vamos al centro, a ver si... Se apareció alguien nuevo. Porque había una tienda que... A ver esto.
Don't be shy. We'll find what's right for you.
No, este creo que ya lo
Thanks
conocí.
so much.
A dragon here? I
Pero
never thought.
acá no era igual. Espera que me equivoqué. ¿Dónde era? Acá era. Acá era. Que hay una zona que es igual, hay una parte que es igual, parece. Bueno, ese vendedor ya lo conocía. Acá. Acá está, ya apareció este.
Ah, do you have an ailment? Or wish to prevent an ailment? I'll help with both.
Tenía un
I
objeto,
appreciate your business.
un objeto importante que era para que me subía el daño un por ciento. Y creo que después los otros ya los vimos todos. Acá hay dos vendedores. Si estos ya los vi. Ah, y hay otro cofre. ¿Dónde era que había otro cofre? Acá. Acá. Este también necesitamos atas. Bueno, lo que hay que hacer es usar a Net. Activamos uno, congelamos. Y ahora activo este y congelo este de acá. Ahí está. Porque son 3. Ah, 2 puertas son. Cuando se está levantando hay que congelar. Ese lo tiene Ned, ¿no?
Whispers. Offers. Someone made a deal with the demon.
Y bueno, después hay zonas que hay que destrabar. Por ejemplo, esto. Tenemos que avanzar en la historia para destrabar. Falta la zona esta. Vamos a hacerle esta misión.
Ready for a fight?
Nice, Valora!
Thank you!
Look, there.
You return.
It's the trapped spirit from the necropolis.
Is it pride that mold you? Do you think you can succeed in facing me where the Minotauri failed?
Two demons down. Or two versions of the same demon.
I've seen spirits in Arlethan split themselves like this, but they never went as far as this demon's avatars.
Doesn't matter. We'll find the rest.
Bueno, acá ya no había más nada. El otro está ahí y acá hay otro más. De otra misión, así que vamos al bosque.
Patrols have checked in. They found some more relics.
Lot of weird things lurking in the forest. I got the goods to kill most all of them. Till next time.
Vamos ahí y después vamos al otro que es abajo, arriba. Ah, sí, me acuerdo de este. Este lo que tenía, que tenía un espacio muy chico para combatir, pero no va a ser problema para esta build.
Hey, take a look over there.
Determination is at the shape of your will.
Oh, del cólera.
The Trap Necropolis spirit. Last one.
Last like a blade. It fought a pretty ace that cracked the heart, burned the soul. Whatever you are, give me my freedom if you can.
That's it. The necropolis door to the demon, the real demon these all came from, should be open.
Let's go take care of it.
For sure.
Bueno, vamos a hacer el otro. Ese sería más fácil porque es el nivel más bajo.
Trouble coming our way.
Over there. That could be the haunting spirit Werner told us about.
The Veil Jumpers talk about a spirit roaming these woods. Since the gods showed up, they talked about turnings. Sleep was simulated by the gods.
There's one less spirit stirring up trouble.
Arlithan sure doesn't need any more trouble, that is. Maybe now he'll get the sleep that was stolen from him.
Bueno, lo que hacía era que no paraba de invocar muertos vivientes, pero con esta build lo reventé, pero en meteró partida no había que centrarse en los esbirros, había que ir y destrozar al demonio porque si no, no paraba de... Mira, esto ni lo vi. ¿Cómo no vi esto? Encima hay una puerta ahí. Pero está cerrada. Bueno, igual no era un cofre. No era un cofre de estos, así que era un cofre menor. Bueno, ahí no podemos ir.
We got rid of that haunting in Arlithan.
It sleeps once again.
Excellent work. Have the vows in the vaults of the beloved been renewed?
We have found willing souls. Arm yourself.
Esto ya lo podemos pasar. No tenemos cosas, a ver si hay algo. No, las runas tampoco.
The dead await.
Y había otra misión acá, esta. Creo que la podemos hacer, Podría probar, a ver.
Quiet. That spirit we've been chasing must be waiting inside.
Voy a guardar por las dudas.
You ignored each warning, scoffed at every doubt. With every death, I tasted freedom. For without the door seals, I can take on a worthy form at last. Witness the greatest treasure of the dead.
It's the demon in an undead dragon.
Hey! Sorry. Demon! You are not a dragon! Get out of that body! I didn't even know demons could do that!
Bueno.
About to get fun.
El tema es que los dragones se van volando. Se quedó bugueado, ¿no? Lo voy a reventar. Ah, se rompió la columna y se salió. El problema con los dragones es esto, es que si me pega ahora me liquida. Encima saca tropa este. Ese es el problema. Cuando se aleja, pues yo le tengo que estar pegando todo el tiempo para tenerla, ser invulnerable. Me están pegando lo estoy reventando. Creo que me convendría acabar un poco con esto para que no sean tan pesados.
There. It's over.
Katadim Hira. It's out of the dragon. Her fight is over.
I've never seen a demon possess something that big.
Laura, nice.
Bueno. Claro, el problema es cuando el dragón se aleja. Si yo no dejo de lanzar habilidades, me quedo vulnerable. Ah, acá hay otro de los discos este.
You return. We are content.
Why are you here? What do you want?
Not now. Not Not yet. We will show you soon.
This just gets weirder every time.
Bueno, esta misión no hay que hablarle acá. Continúa, usa la esencia. Esto es en... acá. Sí, esto estamos para... Si nos cargamos un dragón, para esto estamos mejor todavía, más preparados. Ah, por eso esto no está bloqueado.
Get ready to fight.
What's wrong? Is it the undead we've been fighting?
Corruption seeps in, Dweller. It overflows here. Staunch it.
Good. Needed some
Moving
action.
on fight. Allá está, acá hay algo me parece.
Another of those blighted fates.
We closed the last one. We can do this.
Did your gods give you that throne? Get up and fight. Here it comes.
Just like before.
That means it's weakening the Fate. Stay on it. That should weaken it. healing again, and the tear's getting weaker.
In darkness,
The Fate's Hair and the Revenant are both gone. And the Revenant left its essence behind like before. These Revenants aren't just undead, there's something... This'll open the way.
Bueno, esto está... ¿Esto qué es? Este es el último.
Corruption seeps in.
Another Revenant.
The ever nearest gnaw the roots. Their teeth, his regrets. Destroy what rises.
That explains the bones.
Bueno, este primero te manda un par de acólitos. Son bastante débiles.
This one's even stronger.
Este resistente al fuego, ¿verdad?
Cat! It's drawing power from the Fates air.
Watch yourself. It's going up.
Sons of God! It's gone. And the Fate Tattoo. That'll slow down the gods' plans, at least on this island. Another Fate Tech closed, another Revenant destroyed, another essence gained. That makes 3 essences. We should start looking for somewhere to use them.
Creo que la reventé tanto que no hizo la segunda fase que hace que se hace con el campo de fuerza, no lo hizo, se quedó como ahí bugueada.
Better get this where it's needed.
Bueno, ya tengo las 3 esencias, que con esto podemos abrir la puerta que está al principio de la encrucijada. Acá en el cofre este creo que está el gorro del... Bueno, ahí no podemos ir. El gorro del conjunto de los venatori. No, de caballero de TV interesa. Sí, ese. Pasa que ahora soy un kunari por eso. Bueno, esto... Ah, me queda un cofre, pero puede ser que esté acá. Yo creo que esto lo podríamos hacer, a pesar que estoy en nivel... Todavía no estoy en un nivel que recomienda la misión. Esto como era... Iba a poner este, no sé por qué le pone este, pero bueno, lo repito. Le pone un punto acá, yo le pongo un punto acá. Porque si no lo usamos esto. Aparte, no me conviene poner esta habilidad porque todas tengo que tener con las 3 algo en común. Por ejemplo, son todas de explosión. Si yo le pongo esa, no es de explosión. Ay, me había olvidado. Había algunos compañeros que tenían puntaje, me parece. Bueno, Nef, vamos a ponerle a este. Está bueno, esta sí es sinérgica también con la build que tengo. Recupera 20 de salvo. Tiene desvío. Quebrantable. Vamos a probar. Yendo a la puerta esta de acá. Quiero chequear acá porque acá había algo.
Wait. Delirium daggers vibrating like a song in a wine glass. Those voices?
Esto.
Striking the crossroads without forethought would be folly. The rebellion controlled it for far too long. Its defenses will be artfully hidden.
You will not press? Our forces are cunning and sharpened.
Fen'Harel's spite is endless and his trickery not easily overcome. He will have traps in wait. A crossroads in ruin is no good to us.
That was Elganon and Gillenane. Were we eavesdropping on the past?
Handy dagger. Stabs and eavesdrops. No wonder everyone wants it.
Let's hope it doesn't work both ways.
Es simplemente un poco de lore.
There. That must be why the revenants were raised, to keep that door sealed. Time to see what the gods are hiding in there. Lights up ahead.
All this blight feels like we're choking on it.
You can feel it down there. Ready?
Wouldn't miss it.
Bueno, hay que tirarse ahí, a ver.
Eyes up. Weapons ready. There. It's been feeding on the blight. Destroy it before the corruption eats us alive.
Bueno, te mira el fuego. Primero voy a romper todo esto. Este tira el fuego y tiene ataque de hielo. Uy. Oh, me equivoqué.
We did it. That dragon must have been the god's final weapon to take the crossroads.
It already feels warmer here, doesn't it?
Let's go.
Y a Taz, claro, a Taz le gusta porque matamos un dragón. Claro, creo que acá no hay nada, pero hay que ir a la puerta esa que nos abrió, porque aparte no podemos salir por acá. Esto no sé para qué está. Ahora después lo... Porque acá todavía hay más cosas. Va para volver, pero va a ser viaje rápido. Ah, y esta es la última parte.
Fascinating. Unforeseen.
Who are you?
Must not reveal. Must not alarm. Soon, though. Very soon.
Igual me quedan 2 cofres. ¿Por qué me quedan 2 cofres? $92%. No, esta puerta se abrió.
The deeper currents.
No sé, ¿eh? Encima uno tocho y uno común. Bueno, después... porque no sé si habrá alguna misión acá. Bueno, es verdad, hay una Eluvian que todavía... 2 Eluvian que todavía no están habilitadas, pero... Y creo que tenemos que avanzar porque ya hicimos todo. Esta vuelve, no sé... vamos al faro. Si nadie tiene nada para decir, vamos, continuamos. Nadie tiene nada para decir. Y es verdad que a Taz le cambié el arma y no tienen encantamiento, pero no importa, después... Encima son las dos iguales. Pasa que cambia el color. No importa, igual. Tenemos que ir al bar, ¿no?
Hey, Rook. Now a dragon. What's happening to this city? I wish there was something.
Why did Morgan want to meet in Minrathous? Isn't she helping the Veil Jumpers in Arlathan?
Indeed, but today we have a guest, and he needed the anonymity that only a city provides.
Well, look who it is.
Good to see you, Lace.
Rook, you remember how Varric and I served the Inquisition? Well, this is Inquisitor Trevelyan, the man who led us all.
You're here to help? Or are you taking over?
I'm not taking over. Solus fooled the Inquisition. He fooled me. Your team stopped him. And your team is dealing with the gods that escaped.
So you've heard about them?
Morrigan and Harding have told me about what you've accomplished since taking over for Varric. You've put together an impressive team, and you've got the best chance, maybe the only chance, to stop Elganon and Gillenane.
Ya me puedo pelear.
Sounds like I'm cleaning up your mess.
Rook,
No, Harding. This is my mess.
the Inquisition sealed the breach and stopped Corypheus. We saved the world.
We also left southern Thedas vulnerable to Canary invasion, as the Exalted Council showed.
But the Inquisition didn't start the Mage Rebellion. We didn't start any of this.
We did our best, but our best had consequences. When those consequences became apparent, I disbanded the Inquisition rather than let it turn into something someone else had to stop. Too many leaders claim credit while avoiding responsibility. I won't be one of them. So, Rook, I am asking you to help me clean up my mess.
Okay.
And while you do so, Rook, the Inquisitor will do his best to ensure that the rest of the world remains intact. A daunting prospect, given that most of the South is under siege by Darkspawn.
It's that bad?
If not for the Inquisitor, the South would have collapsed completely. He has not been idle while you assembled your team.
If the South is in such turmoil, why come up here just to talk? And how did you get here so fast?
Did you think you were the only one to unlock the secrets of the Illuvians?
Morrigan helped the Inquisition use the Illuvians to travel.
While I lack the Dreadwolf's Viravus, I may still scurry between the walls of this world to be where I might do the most good. The Inquisitor asked to meet you, and I thought it might help you to meet him.
I thought the gods were mostly active up here. It's really that bad in the south.
Elganon and Gillenane have indeed restricted their activities to the north. But the forces they deployed to the south, the strange new Darkspawn, have spread fear and corruption greater than any blight in history.
Darkspawn have cut through the center of Orlais. Valroyo and Helem Shiral are barely holding out. Ferelden would have fallen already if not for help from Orzammar. With Denerim lost, the Fereldans are holding the line at Redcliffe. The Free Marches have the worst of it. Acting Viscount Aveline Valen led the evacuation of Kirkwall. She's taking her people and what's left of her army to help Prince Vale keep Starkhaven.
Maker, we didn't know. My mom...
Don't worry. I called in a favor with the Divine. Your mother's safe with some old friends.
Thank you.
The Inquisition might be gone, but my name still carries some weight. I've used it to get people working together where they can. Again, the South is my problem, not yours, Rook. You stop the gods, and I'll make sure the rest of Thedas doesn't fall to the Blight.
I have a team, but not much in the way of forces. If there's any military support you can spare.
I'm sorry. Our forces in the South are stretched thin already. And I'm afraid the Grey Warden leadership doesn't think much more highly of me than they do of you.
The Inquisitor did not come all this way to leave you with empty words, however. He brought something no one else could.
A wolf statuette. We've found others like it in the crossroads. Where'd you find yours?
I found it right around the time Solus's ritual failed, when he was pulled into the Fade. We've examined the magic, and it's tied to the Veil. To him, somehow.
Solus is ancient, and his magic is part of him in a way far beyond that of mortals. I suggest you take it to the crossroads and see if something in the lighthouse calls to it. Perhaps it will yield some insight into your new ally.
I appreciate it. Solus has been helpful while he's trapped in the Fade. But anything that can help me get inside his head will help counter him getting inside mine.
Wisely spoken. Solus rarely lies directly, but he finds ways to weave the truth into a noose you find yourself wearing.
Morrigan is right. Solus is dangerous. Anything that gives us some insight into his plans. He fooled us all before, and the whole world very nearly paid the price for it.
We should go, Inquisitor. The armies in the south need you.
Right. Harding, stay sharp. You're my eyes in the north.
Always, Inquisitor.
Rook, good luck. If I come across anything else that can help, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you.
Encima no me
We
había,
should take a break. Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
no me había dado cuenta y ponían la música de la Inquisición. Era la música que sonaba. Bueno, eso... Y bueno, volvemos al faro.
Rook, just got word. First Warden's calling everyone back to Weishaupt. Everyone except me, seems like. Guess the First Warden didn't like me joining your team.
Calling wardens back from all over Thedas is a big step. Did he give any reason why?
Not exactly, but I've heard rumors of a massive Darkspawn horde on the move. Even hearing there's an archdemon with them.
The timing can't be a coincidence. The gods must be behind this.
I bet they are. Rook, if the gods have an archdemon, Warden lore says archdemons only show up during a blight. Doesn't say anything about elven gods. Seems like the rules have changed, and we're going in blind. We need to know what we're up against.
I'll talk to Solus, see if he knows anything about any of this. Make sure the others are ready to move.
Bueno, a ver. Harden tiene algo para decir. Vamos a hablar con Hardin antes.
Yep. And you do monsters.
Seems that works, so I know.
Any luck tracking down your mystery friend?
The Shaper didn't like me asking about Shaper Valta. Or harassing people with talk of dwarven magic.
Who cares what they say? That shouldn't stop you.
I don't have a choice. At least I know I'm not gonna find answers in Orzammar.
So, what now?
I was thinking, the voice said look to those closest to the stone. What if she never meant Orzammar?
Huh?
There is another great Tig, the original capital of the dwarves, Kalsharak. It was lost during the First Blight, and its people survived in isolation for hundreds of years. They re-emerged, some 20 years ago?
And you think they're closer to the stone?
Orzammar can't help. What have I got to lose?
I'm curious about Kalsharak's isolation.
The dwarves took heavy losses during the First Blight. To stop the Darkspawn from overrunning them, they closed off passages in the deep roads. Those that could retreated to Orzammar. Kalsharak was lost. They abandoned the city and its people, sealed them away with the Darkspawn.
They had to. Lose a Tig or lose everyone.
Children, families. It's unforgivable.
Sometimes people have to do unforgivable things.
You've heard, haven't you, that the Kalsharak dwarves were forced to change in order to survive. No one's really sure what that means exactly.
When we find them, you can ask. Are you sure Orzammar isn't hiding something?
Pressing them for information would be tricky. I could anger someone important. If Kalsharak doesn't turn out, I can go back to poking at Orzammar. But not before then.
How do we get in touch with these Kalsharak dwarves?
Already working on it. You don't spend 10 years in the Inquisition without making contacts. I should have a meeting set up by the time we're ready to leave.
Bueno, tenemos una misión de compañero, entonces... Ah, y tenemos eso también. Se habilitó esta. Alta misión esta.
You cannot do this, Algernon. You swore that we would give up our commands when this horrific war was over.
Our people need our leadership. If you're unwilling, leave.
Our people must rebuild, and we must help unite them.
So, we did not fight for freedom, but to conquer this land and our own.
We fought to win, and now the Evenuris are as gods. I do not answer to Mythal's annoying lapdog.
The people are afraid. They must believe in something.
They need strength.
And wisdom.
They need gods who can protect them.
We are not gods. You will learn that.
Every lapdog hides a wolf inside.
That was strange. They were speaking Elven, but I understood it.
I believe we have experienced a memory in each of our native languages.
Not just any memory. One of the Dreadwolves.
And the mages who declared themselves my gods. Well, mine and Davrin's.
Anyone see anything in that memory we can use?
Elgranon was hungry for power. Did anything he could to get it, and to hold on to it.
Then Solus, furious at Elganon's installing himself as a despot, started his rebellion.
There's another moving part in this. Mythal. She was keeping the peace.
Mythal and Solus were close. The Inquisition found a temple to Mythal, and there were wolf statues everywhere.
Then she sides with Elgranon over him. A betrayal.
It sounded like Solus was loyal to Mythal. What did Elganon call him? Mythal's lapdog? And then she grabs power alongside Elganon instead of standing for her principles. I'd be angry too.
Angry enough to start a rebellion?
That's not how he'd see it. He didn't destroy the world. Elganon did. Solus did what he considered necessary to stop him.
Solus would try to justify what he did, but he'd also blame himself for what happened.
Perhaps these murals aren't simply memories. They're what Solus wishes to forget.
His regret. That means they're a way to learn his weak points.
Why are we worried about Solus? He's trapped.
Right. But the Dreadwolf was the god of trickery. He's looking for a way out. Bet on it.
Meanwhile, keep your eyes open in the crossroads. If there's a way to restore the rest of these murals, Solus would have kept it in his hideaway. It'd be nice to get inside his head for a change.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evenuris seek the magic of the Blight.
Impossible. The Blight is safely sealed away forever.
Oh, I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the Blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evenuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
As you must. The Blight is our mistake.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
So they were doing it.
The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they expressed things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then, I mean.
Nah, they were doing it.
Whether they were doing it or not, Solus cared about her. That's what matters.
So the Dread Wolf goes to Mythal. They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the Blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the Blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor, made us something called the Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the Blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the Blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
The Blight's one of the only things that really scares Solus. He came to Mythal afraid.
And she took it seriously, too.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wanted to hide. What's the crime? What did we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, he met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
Okay, sorry. Point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
So there's the shame Solus wanted to erase. He blames himself for Mythal's murder.
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long, and then she was dead. He never got to make it right. That twists you up.
That's it. There's our crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more of these memories.
You dare to try to cage us, jealous of our growing power.
You will pay the final price for this betrayal.
We warned you not to use the Blight. For this, and for Mythal, I sentence you to sleep in exile ever after. Your own lives will form the veil that keeps the horror you unleashed at bay.
So he locked the gods away and created a veil between this world and the Fade. I mean, they were terrible, no question. But what he did, it didn't just stop them. It destroyed our culture, our world.
It wasn't just to stop them. It was to stop the Blight. We've seen how bad Elgar'nan and Gillenane are. Imagine all 7 corrupted gods running wild.
So he created the Veil just to keep the elven gods locked in their prison?
Yes, to keep them from accessing the Fade. But was the creation of the Veil around the world an accident?
You heard him yelling. That's not the sound of a ritual going right.
What do you think, Rook?
I think this memory's one we understand, at least. What he did makes sense. Him regretting it also makes sense.
I had another question, and I'm sorry, maybe this doesn't matter, but Solus trapped the blighted gods in an ancient elven building, right?
That's what it looks like. Maybe a palace? Fancier than what I've seen in Arlethan, at least.
And then, the Magisters were lured into the Fade. They broke in, which let the Blight escape, and turned the Golden City black.
Right, and the Black City hangs in the Fade, a little reminder of their mistakes. What's wrong, Lace?
It's just, the Chant of Light says that the Maker built for them the Golden City, the center of all creation. But if the Golden City was an ancient elven palace, then the Maker didn't build it. The elves did. The Chant of Light is Andraste's visions from the Maker, but it sounds like it's wrong.
You're asking if we just disproved the entire Andrastian faith.
Did we?
The Maker was never my faith, Lace. But I'm sorry this is hard for you.
The Chant of Light has seen many iterations over the centuries. This may simply change our understanding of it.
But this was the one I grew up with. My ma still sings the chant. You know?
The Dalish clans are struggling with the same thing. What do we keep? What do we lose?
The elven gods, the Maker. No matter who you light a candle to, you've got some hard questions to ask yourself right now.
Doctrine is not the truth. It is one of many paths to the truth.
I recognize the sentiment, though not the specific quote. Who said that?
My mother.
Ah.
Questions of faith aside, we have some very real gods that still need killing.
Looks like there are 3 more of these murals with the Dreadwolf's old memories. Wonder what else he's hiding.
Me copa que el juego te muestra que es una mentira lo del hacedor y todo eso. Cada vez que va saliendo un juego nuevo, vas descubriendo qué pasó en realidad, te das cuenta, es como la religión acá, en la realidad.
You have so long observed the world. Why not consider joining it?
But I have no desire to live as humans. I have the Fade. Besides, this talk of taking on a solid form. I think you underestimate the danger. When you took the glowing stone to build your body, did the earth not shake?
Delirium gives us the strength we had when we were of the Fade. We are the best of physical and spirit. I need your wisdom, Solus, to withstand the louder voices who would go too far like Elgar'nan. I need you.
This is madness. You must know that. I will always follow where you go.
What? This is astounding. The ancient elves were spirits who voluntarily manifested a physical form.
I'd rather go back to talking about the Blight.
Hey, Lucanus. Could Spite turn into an elf?
No.
Sorry, but... what?
This puts all of elven history in a new light, not to mention what we think about spirits.
I mean, some magic works differently for elves. If we came from spirits, that'd explain it.
The knowledge that an entire people were formed from a mass manifestation could change our entire understanding of magic.
If we let it out, is that the right call? Do you want bigoted humans yelling about how elves are demons?
Davrin's got a point. World's not short on small-minded humans.
I don't think people will care right now. We've got evil gods trying to destroy the world.
Evil elven blighted gods. Don't forget.
We have to tell someone, though. Strife and Irulan, at least.
If I told Thea and Viago, they'd think I was sampling Viago's poison collection. No one will believe us.
Okay. We keep this to people we trust who have good reason to know. No shouting it from the rooftops.
Agreed. The Morn Watch has a great deal of experience keeping dangerous secrets.
So, beyond the world-shaking stuff, what else did we learn here? Solus himself was a spirit.
What kind do you think he was?
Well, his name is Elven for pride.
Oh, okay.
There's something else. Not about spirits, or not all about them at least. Solus didn't want to become a person with a physical body.
Right. He only agreed after Mythal begged him.
Then that's his regret. He wishes he'd never taken physical form.
Maybe, but not just that. Solus was scared. They built their bodies out of lyrium, and it made the ground shake.
You think the ground shaking was the Titans?
It makes sense, doesn't it? Something was hurting them, taking their blood.
So they struck back, like we'd swat a stinging bug.
The first memory we saw with Elganon seizing power, it happened at the end of a war.
A war between the Titans and the elves.
And we just saw how it started.
It feels like we still don't have the full picture. But I think that's part of what Solus regrets. He didn't see the danger.
Except he did. He was worried. You said it yourself.
He did it for Mythal. Everything that followed, he could have prevented if he just told her no.
Then he's got a war on his conscience. Plus, whatever we find next.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every Titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
That's what Solus does, isn't it? He sees a problem, and he thinks of a solution that has huge, horrible knock-on effects. And then he does it anyway. Because there's no way anyone else could come up with something better. And it's okay that he did incalculable damage to the world, because he's really sad, you see?
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets. Those severed dreams will be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger.
Mierda.
You can't. That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The Song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion. Evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal. Mistreated and imprisoned for centuries. Until all it knows is fear.
If the Blight is the Titan's dreams, can we, I don't know, heal it? Bring it back from all that anger?
I'm afraid I have no idea. In theory, it would be possible to restore dreams to the Titans.
You can't set it free before it's healed. You'd have blighted Titans laying waste to the entire world.
The Titans are a problem for later. We have Elgernon and Gillanane to deal with now.
And then I want Solus to look me in the eye and answer for what he did.
Each of these memories has been a deeper regret, and almost all of them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
Impresionante esta misión. Todo lo que se revela.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god, the strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing the only other god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Claro, esto fue en el final del Inquisition.
All these memories are about Solus being sad that he was right and nobody else could see it. He was right about how becoming elves would lead to war with the Titans, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was right that using the dagger on the Titans was evil, but Mythal wouldn't listen.
He was so proud when he imprisoned the other gods. Finally, he got to prove that he was right, and they were wrong.
Then he wakes up in our time and finds out he was wrong. The elves have nothing. The Blight's a constant threat.
And Mythal's alive, somehow. But she still won't listen.
But this time he'll show her. No matter what it takes.
So, how does everything we know help us now?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has them all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
That gives us something to start from. Algernon and Gillenane are the two big problems right now, but when Solus makes his move, we'll be ready.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller, almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the crossroads.
Ah, esto continuaba en la encrucijada. Bueno, ya tenemos los murales. Otra conversación con Harding. Tenemos la misión de Harding también. Tenemos esta. Ah, esta es secundaria. Y otra conversación con Harding. Ah, sobre lo de los titanes debe ser.
Hey, Harding?
Oh, Rook, hi. Is there something you need?
You're upset.
But I'm not.
You've been sitting in here by yourself. It's Solus's memory, isn't it?
They stole Titan blood to walk the world like humans. And when the Titans didn't like that, they just took their spirits. Should I be angry or sad? Why aren't I angrier? It's a lot to handle.
I won't tell a small, probably angry Titan how she feels. She can feel however she wants.
Thanks. You're the best. It's strange. I don't hate Solus for this, even though a part of me thinks I should. I don't even want revenge. We have to stop him. Too much is at stake. We all know that. The Inquisitor, you. I know it's not about the past. It's about the future. But I just want to talk. As equals. I wonder if he's even capable. Solus was always distant. Guess it's hard to react when a magic rock's talking at you. Anyway, thanks for checking on me. I'll be all right.
I know. You're Ace Harding, child of Titans. You can handle anything.
Oh, shut up.
Bueno, podríamos ir. Sí, podríamos después. Antes de hacer la de Harding. Hablar con Morrigan.